acne in men and women, does it get treated differently?
What would you say that you wished people understood about skin and autism? Tell me about that. Let's just explore that link between autism, ADHD, and following your skincare routine.
There's so many different products that do one thing.
Yes.
Which one do I choose? How do I know which one to choose?
Absolutely.
And it's like that for everything. I don't want to improve my skin for other people. I want to improve my skin for me.
Because skin isn't just skin. It's your story. And I'm here for it. I'm Kelly Saynor. Are you ready for some Barefaced Chat? Okay, so today's guest is the youngest person I've had on Barefaced Chat. And one of the most important voices in my life. Ollie Morgan, here he is, at 19. He's autistic and has ADHD, and he is also my son. He helped shoot our short film, A Beauty Industry and Me, for the British Beauty Council, and he's been at the heart of my journey as a mum, clinician, and brand founder. So thank you.
Didn't do anything.
I do it all for you. You know I do. We're going to be talking about skin, identity, self-image through the teens, from struggling with acne to navigating social media, Ollie, afro hair, what it's like to date somebody who's skincare savvy. Now, your story, for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, your journey and being your mum completely inspired me to create the Glutaceuticals range, without a shadow of a doubt.
Didn't know that.
Absolutely. Because you had your own struggles, and I could see that as myself in you.
Yeah.
So today we are going to tell your story properly from the beginning. Welcome to Barefaced Chat.
Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, so we're going to explore a few themes, and we're just going to keep it easy breezy. I want to talk to me from the heart. I mean, you can do that because anybody that I've ever shown that film to, I was like, he is amazing. How is he so eloquent? He's good looking. He's just got this. Okay, triple threat guy.
It's the acting.
It's the acting in you. You're a crap actor.
Oh, thank you.
It's natural is what I mean. You don't need to act. Okay, we're going to explore some different themes. I think it's really nice for us to talk, and anybody that's listening will really resonate because they might have a son or a daughter or a mum or, that they want to explore these themes with. And I think it's important for us to explore these themes because I think it will help you and help other people like you. So the first one I want to explore is your skin journey and confidence.
Yeah.
So let's just start from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
When did you first start feeling like your skin was an issue for you?
15, 16?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
When you gave a shit.
Yeah.
When you started to go, oh, actually, this is a problem for me now. When did you first see your first spot? Were you like, oh?
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, tell me about that. How did it affect your confidence in school and, socially?
There was definitely a point where I just didn't want to go to school. It got really bad. Maybe 16 GCSE or mock GCSEs. Mm-hmm. And I just didn't want to go to school. Didn't want to leave my room.
Oh.
I just didn't feel like going out because I felt like my spots were so bad.
And that's a real interesting theme because people do feel with acne like they're dirty. Clean your face. That's not what people think. I mean, is it still a stigma? Did you feel like that your face, you couldn't get your face clean and that's why you'd got spots?
Yeah.
Is that how you felt?
Definitely.
Wow, I don't think I really appreciated to the degree that you felt like that.
I probably never
verbalized it.
Yeah, vocalized it to you.
Mm.
Probably just be like, oh, don't go to school today.
Well, this is the thing. It will have manifested itself in normal teenage angst.
Yeah.
It's oh God, what's he doing? Why does he come out? Why does he hate me? That sort of thing, rather than it really being about, Mom, I'm struggling.
Yeah.
So it was really affecting your confidence. Has anybody ever really mentioned your skin to you?
No.
So nobody's ever really said.
Not really.
You've got spots?
No, nobody's ever outright said to my face, look at that guy. Look at you. I got all that shit over your face.
Yeah.
nobody's ever said that, but like you think that's what people are thinking.
Mhm.
But now as I've gotten older, nobody cares. Really. Like,
Do you care?
I still care, but I don't want to improve my skin for other people. I want to improve my skin for me. When I look in the mirror and be like, hey, got less spots today.
That's so powerful. And that's all it's about, doing it for you. And that's the job I do, isn't it?
Yeah.
For making people feel like they're doing it for them, not for anybody else. But look, we're doing this so we can feel better about ourselves in front of other people. So it's like a weird kind of like, wait, what? So I thank you for that, because I think that that's a really important message for people to take away. And now you've matured into the most gorgeous young human. I took full credit for that. No, I'm just kidding. But you know, you have matured into the most gorgeous human, and now you are recognizing, and now you can like take this to your children and say, you know, you now have been through this period of your life. You understand yourself better. You don't care what people think. Which is not as much. Well, you do to a degree, which is completely normal, and it takes years. I've only just started like giving less shits right now.
Well, I think everybody does to an extent. It's something that you'll never be able to get out of.
No, I completely agree with that. I'm glad that people have never said that to you, which is reassuring for me as your mum. But just on the theme of, like, we touched on it in the film, neurodiversity and skincare, and like, you know, finding that routine thing hard or easy for you. Tell me about that. Let's just explore that, like, link between autism, ADHD, and following your skincare routine. Tell me about what you did. I'm conscious I'm phrasing this right, because I know if I give you a really wide...
I was just thinking the same thing.
Were you thinking the same thing? Okay, this is new for me too.
Please ask me something specific, otherwise I won't answer because I won't know.
It's too wide, isn't it? There's too much information to give you. So, okay, let's keep it really simple.
Yeah.
Is following a skincare routine for you easy or hard?
Easy.
Why?
Because it's something you do every day. It's one of the few things most people probably have a skincare routine. It's one of the few things that most people do every day.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's days changes, but you wake up in the morning, you go shower, you go brush your teeth, you do whatever. You do skincare every morning, probably every evening. So that's why it's easy for me, because whatever I'm doing that day doesn't matter. I know I've got this morning routine and this nighttime routine. It's just easy to stick to. It's like second nature, like habit.
And I think that's part of your neurodiversity superpower, because I don't think everybody thinks like that. I think some people wake up and go, oh, what a chore.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I've got to do the 5 steps and the 3 steps and the ice and the SPF and the SPF. Hear it, that's word again. But, you know, they've got to do all this routine, and it overwhelms people.
Yeah.
And some people will be like, no, that's way too much for me to do. Whereas actually for you, what you're saying is, no, hang on a minute, what isn't that what everybody does? And I don't think it is what everybody does, which is amazing, because it's what you do, and that's what keeps you skin focused.
Yeah.
Which is really unique, because your pals don't do that.
No.
Your buddies don't go, oh, actually.
No.
You know, Ollie, I'm going to wake up today and I'm going to do my step routine, because they've never had to think about it.
No.
You've had to think about it because you have suffered with acne and it's been really important for you. So I think that's credit to you that you've done this. So you sometimes have told me in the past that you have like this sensory thing going on.
Yeah.
And I have had, you know, firsthand experience with you literally stopping eating because of a smell or like the texture of the food. You'd be like, oh, no, I'm done. Is there any like weird sensory things with skin products that you've got or smells?
I wouldn't say so. Like,
that make your routine harder?
Not now.
Okay.
Because I've had the same routine for such a long time. But maybe when I first started, maybe if I can remember back that far, you know how you get some products that are like gravelly.
Yeah.
And it just feels like you're rubbing your face with a beach. Like,
you're either you're a beach person or you're not a beach person, because it gets everywhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I get that for you. That's like that whole sensory thing's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Okay. I get that. Yeah. Some people love that though, because like, I can scrub my face so it's clean. Yeah, that's for you. It's like, no.
No.
Okay, I get that. So those sorts of things would be more tricky for you.
Yeah, but it's not anymore because I only use your amazing products.
I thank you all. But you know, I know that your sensory things really hit home for me when I like have a candle on that. I go, oh my God, can you smell that amazing
God,
candle?
that
You're
horrible one that you put on in the living room.
but it's not achy to me. But instantly, you are so hypersensitive to these smells that you're like, what is that?
Because it makes the whole house smell.
And that's the point.
Yeah, but it doesn't smell nice.
It smells beautiful.
It's too potent.
Well, we'll beg to differ on that one. We talked a little bit in the film. I'll bring it back to this if I may, because we'll just off-piste very easily. To skincare and neurodivergency in, is there enough awareness? Is there enough conversation around that? Can we just explore like whether you think the skincare world considers neurodiversity?
I think you do. Luckily, the only majority of skincare products that I've ever experienced have been yours.
Okay.
And I'm obviously not as knowledgeable as you in this industry, so I wouldn't know to a certain extent, but I feel like maybe no. It definitely still feels to me like definitely the skincare industry is like just for women. People just think it's a lady thing.
A lady thing.
To just do your skincare. But like, I definitely know some mates that cleanse their face. George, for example.
I get that completely. I mean, I think the brands that are around for guys maybe are like, you know, Bulldog. They're very like male-y branded. And do they do something? You know, is there a sexy brand that's like targeted for acne for men? Actually, that's a really interesting perspective. You know, I think that if we were to look at that and really like drill down on that, would it feel accessible to you? So not only is a diverse young male, but you're right. We need a brand. In fact, he's talking to a brand formulator. Okay, next on my list.
Acne in men and women, does it get treated differently? Like, can you treat women's acne with something different that will help specifically just women with acne?
That's a really great question.
And then just specifically men with acne. Like, how much does it differ from man to woman?
That is a really, really great question. And I'll tell you why it's a great question. Because it's not a question that people ask me a lot.
Really?
Yeah. And it tells me about your brain and about how amazing it is, because you are curious enough to explore why wouldn't it be different? And I think some of the things that enhance like neurodiverse powers, you do struggle with this, like, you don't see the differences, do you? Quite often with people in power, with people in not power. And you always said to me when you were growing up, well, if you can do it. So I can see why that question is pertinent for you. Let me try to answer it for you. So yes, we would treat it slightly differently. And that's because our hormonal status is different.
Right.
So essentially the industry and the treatments available are the same, but depending on the severity of the acne, depending on where they are in their journey, depending on the age of the patient, there are things that we would do that would be the same. So we would be starting off. We know that, for instance, benzoyl peroxide is amazing for like redness. We know that there's only a finite number of ingredients that are good. Like I say to you, salicylic acid. There's a generic range of ingredients that we know are brilliant for improving acne and cellular turnover. So like retinol, for instance, amazing. It's been used for everybody. You know, retinoic acid, the prescription's really good. We would use that for everybody. Where it starts to become difficult and more gender specific, I would say, is when we are struggling to really like understand the root cause of acne and really work out whether it is hormonal or whether it's gut related, whether it's environmental stressors, whether it's stress. And you have really started to understand when you get flares now, you've become more educated and listened to me and done your own research about the fact that actually, you know, you go, oh, Mum, I'm not eating great right now. Or, you know, I've been out on a bender, or, you know, I've been on holiday, or, you know, I've been not drinking enough water. I think you now know, don't you?
Yeah.
when your skin flares, when it doesn't, and you're more adept to understand how you manage it. And now you're a bit more like, I'm using azelaic because that's great for me right now. I know when to hit reset because of X. So I think that it's a really, really great question, and one that needs more conversation around it and a bit more education for the consumer.
Definitely.
But brilliant. Following in your mother's footsteps. Let's talk about the glutaceuticals then, because I think that's a really interesting one. And then we're going to have a look at like modern masculinity. I want to talk to you about being male.
Okay.
As well. And you've already touched on that a little bit for me. I've already told you that the glutaceuticals was literally born out of a need to simplify routines. I know you were struggling and you were like, Mom, why can't you just? And I felt so inadequate. Let me try. So what does it feel like to know that about me? Because you said you didn't know that.
Good. Happy. Because it makes me feel like you're like listening.
Okay.
Obviously you listen anyway, but like you just sort of see what I'm getting at.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully everybody else sees what I'm getting at, but maybe that might just be an us thing.
That's okay. There'll be some listeners out there that'll be like, what? And then others that go, totally get that. That resonates, that hits with me. Interestingly, hearing you're like, I'm not sure why. Everybody needs a why.
Yeah.
I've always said this. Everybody needs a why. And, you know, the driver and the why behind it. And of course, what allows me to formulate, be even better, is being in front of patients day in, day out. So I can really change, hone in, attune to you, the customer, the consumer. But don't forget, you know, I wanted it to suit my skin, being black, your skin being mixed race, my demographic of patients that are majority Caucasian.
Yeah.
So, you know, allowing me, if I know it's going to work for you, and I know we can clear that up, then the products have to work.
Yeah.
If it works for you and it fixes you and helps you as my son, that's one of my biggest jobs. My biggest roles is to take care of you and Cole. So to be able to do that, I just hope that you know how much I love you and how much it lands with me that this product range isn't just born out of.
Yeah, I definitely see how hard you work, especially after doing a few days work experience here.
Oh, amazing.
Seeing how all over the place your days are.
Yeah.
And then you come home and then you're still 110% at everything.
I just can't stop. I know I need to like learn to stop. But
such a workaholic.
Oh my gosh, don't use that word. But yeah, I am guilty of that. Because you came to me a lot and you were like, oh, Mom, it's driving me bananas. What would you say to other guys like you that are struggling to ask or feel embarrassed to ask for help? Have you got anything you want to say? Feel where you were. Where were you in that, like, do I go to my mum? Do I go to the shops? What do I do first?
I'd say don't be afraid don't do what I did and stay in your room and don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Basically, don't sit and basically make it get worse. Actively go and seek the assistance you need. Talk to a professional.
What would you say to Cole? This is what you'd say to Cole. Think about it that way.
Okay.
He's a role model. You were his role model.
Yeah.
So if your brother was suffering like you did,
I'd tell him, come here and have a look at these products and try them. At least I know I'm a bit more educated on it, so I probably could be able to help him. I'd also say talk to you.
Yeah.
Maybe before we went to the shop and say, this cleanser's not working. And then you go, oh, try this one. Or try this moisturizer. Or try your reset.
Yeah, I don't think you realise how empowering that is. I think being able to speak to somebody that's younger than you, that's got that you could influence. I don't think you can yet see how much of a role model that you are.
Definitely not.
And I think that once you start to see that and believe in yourself and appreciate that and see what we all see, it will really empower you and help improve your confidence even further. Let's talk a bit then about social media and then like modern day masculinity, because I think that's a really important topic. And, you know, when you are online and when you're looking at individuals and guys and skin, when we are online and we are looking at guys and skin and, you know, you've got pressures with your girlfriend and you have days where you're like, oh God, my hair, my skin, it's all like down, down, down.
Yeah.
Tell me about skincare content for guys. Is it there? Is it not? Do you not actively look for it?
I can't say that I've ever actively looked for it. And if I did, I probably wouldn't find any men doing it.
I think you'd be surprised.
Maybe. I've personally never seen pretty much anybody. I've seen women talk about using men's products.
Yeah.
But I've never seen men talk about using men's products.
Okay. There's quite a few, but I don't think it's on your radar, is it? I'm a self-confessed doom scroller. I will doom scroll through Instagram when I shouldn't be doom scrolling through Instagram.
Well, I mean, I do that, but...
But my, I tell you what now, like my Instagram will be very different to yours, I'm sure. But I'm looking at it for skincare and skincare content. So, okay, let's talk then instead of about social media, being a young mixed race man. And is there a pressure to look good?
I think so. Maybe not as much anymore, but definitely when I was in high school, I would say that most high school kids think I've got to look the absolute best all the time for school. Don't know why. Nobody really cares, I've found, but
there is.
There definitely is.
There's still that like pressure.
Yeah.
To look good. Did you have the system where was the like, did you fit in the cool kids? Were you like, I fit in the medium kid? Like, where did you feel that you fit? I don't know. Like, there's like you have that hierarchy, like you get in High School Musical.
Not as apparent like these days.
Yeah.
You tend to have most kids mixing with most. You do have some that are weird. You just got like odd kids, don't you?
Those kids are probably just like quirky kids.
Yeah, that's the right word. Quirky kids.
I was a quirky kid.
Sure you were. But yeah, like you have those that are separate, and then sort of definitely in my high school, there's obviously split friend groups.
Yeah.
But like everybody sort of knows everybody, and everybody's like sort of mates with everybody. So it's not like too bad. It was definitely more apparent like in sixth form.
Right. You've made your choices in sixth form as well. So you're probably in with people like when you go to university, kind of starting to find your tribe, find your people, because you're doing like-minded subject things. And I think that sixth form is that kind of like transitional period. So that's really interesting. But it's really nice that you are all like a cohort. But yeah, having that pressure. I remember you did say to me that you didn't feel like in terms of your skin color, you're a black young male, but you are a mixed race young male. Like, are we calling you black or calling you mixed race? I think that's something that's an identity thing that is very specific to the person that you're talking to, as to how they identify. And you didn't feel like you were black enough at one point or white enough, which I thought was a really interesting theme. And I hadn't really appreciated it because I said you were enough, but you felt like you didn't fit quite in either camp.
Yeah.
And that really like upset me, because for a long time I thought everybody wanted to be mixed race because that's the coolest place to be, in the middle. But I completely understood that and accompanied that with your struggles with acne, and being a boy, and totally I get that completely. So that was another reason for wanting to like really help you and understand you a bit more. And then of course, with the neurodiversity, that was also a thing. So we know that there's a pressure there, and I think there's a pressure for everybody. It's made even harder, isn't it, by now having to add in another element, which is Afro hair. What a bore that is. We had a guest on the other day, and he was talking about, people go, we can't just do anything.
No.
It's like an hour's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours of a job.
Yeah.
You take your braids out, you wash them, you detangle them, you put them back in again. That's X number of hours.
Yeah. Ball ache.
It's a ball ache. It is a ball ache. You were quite right. So tell me about your hair journey and because you will not rest, will you?
Well, as you know, I've always been very particular about my hair. Above all, I've always been like, I have to have it done on this day. It has to be very neat. And when it's like not the slightest bit messy, I'd be like, oh, don't want it.
Yeah.
Get it done again. So spend like a lot of time and money on get my hair cut, which it needs doing at the moment, but getting it cut, getting it braided, definitely over the past couple of years anyway. I feel like I've gotten more conscious about my hair, I'd say.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, every kid does really. They get more conscious about everything as they get older, but I definitely cared less in the lower years of high school.
That's a really interesting perspective, because I think parents do all the work with, they're the decision makers on hair. When it becomes your decision, I think that's what's changed for you.
Yeah.
Now I've got to decide what I look like.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that's a different shift, because it's your job.
Yeah.
You've got to pay for it. It's your responsibility. You're literally choosing how people perceive you.
Yeah.
So I think that's perhaps the shift that you're talking about. It's no longer my job to look after your hair, and it was my decision to cut it. And with your, of course, you'll say so, but I get that completely, and that's probably why you feel like now you're more conscious of it. So that's a really interesting perspective to look at. In terms of then you talking about the perspective on that, and does Scarlett have any influence, or do you want to look good for her? Do you really? She's quite conscious. She's into skincare. She wears makeup. She's gorgeous little tiny human, and she is an influence on your life. Do you have a conversation with her? Are you conscious about having your hair a certain way because she likes it a certain way? No.
I'd say I take into consideration her opinion, but if she ever said, I want you to get your hair done like this, I'd be like, well, yeah, maybe, but not because you said it.
Yeah.
Because I like it.
Yeah.
That's
good. That's important.
Yeah, I definitely, no, I wouldn't ever completely change it just because she said she likes it a different way.
Yeah, no, I get that completely. And that's the right thing to do. It's got to be your decision. It's got to be in. So do you talk to her about skincare? Does she talk to you about skincare?
Doesn't really do a lot of skincare anymore. She talks about when she used to have acne. It was never that bad.
Well, interestingly, you came to me a few days ago and said to me and Max want to have a peel. Talk to me about that, because that's most guys of your age don't go, I know. Is it because you can? We want to peel because...
Well, Max brought it up to me, actually. He was like, that thing your mum does where it just clears your skin. Would I be able to do some work so I could get one? I was like, don't see why not. Out of the blue, caught me off guard a bit. I've never known Max to care about his skin.
There's
really.
A conversation right there.
Yeah. I've never ever known him to
Why
care
is he
about his
caring
skin.
now?
I don't know. I've known him for 8 years maybe?
Yeah.
Close enough, yeah. Never once have we ever talked about anything like that. Unless obviously he's asking about the business, but he's never outright said, can I try this? Or would your mum give us one of the products? Never.
And what did you say? Yes.
I said, yeah.
And why? Or
I didn't really ask him why. I probably should have done, but I never think to ask why, really.
Because you want one, don't you?
Yeah. Well, hopefully we can come in and have one at the same time. But yeah, I definitely not something I was asking him, or I was expecting him to ask.
That changes the story, man.
But that's good.
Yeah.
Because I talk about it to him.
Yeah.
Really, I'm thinking of.
You've influenced this guy.
He has acne, but it's not bad. You don't notice it.
I don't think anybody will ever fully appreciate how debilitating it is until you have it. So people that go, I've got a spot, you're like, okay, bore off. You can't ever really get in somebody else's shoes when you struggle.
Yeah.
It's my job to really understand if one spot means something to one person, that's there. If it's on them, that I get it. Because you've struggled with true clinically diagnosed acne, you have got a different perspective on it. So you find it difficult to really empathize with people that do go, I've got spots. So, I just be mindful of that. But I get that completely. But I think it's really interesting that he wants to explore that.
Yeah.
And unless he just wants to but it's a big thing to embark on.
Yeah.
But, if he just wants to test the waters or whatever, but your friends did. We did a treatment with your
when
friends.
Grace and Erin came in.
Yeah. So, it's on the radar of people, and it's really lovely to hear that, that it's on the radar of people because they are thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
They're wanting to explore how they can improve their skin. And that was your pal. So you obviously having an influence in some way that you don't even realize. It's not off limits. Clearly, that was a question of mine, talking to your pals about it, because they know what you do. You're immersed. It's easy to talk about. Compare yourself now with you maybe 3 or 4 years ago when you weren't really doing as much skincare stuff. Look at
How old am I now?
19,
Right.
15.
Right. I was 15, so that's what, yeah.
Well, it was kind of COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So things were different.
Yeah. Well, because it was COVID, I probably wasn't doing any skincare.
No.
Because I didn't have to leave the house.
No.
So I was like, what's the point?
But I've seen a mental shift in you. And I know this is really difficult for you to fully open up and just freely speak. This isn't your comfort zone. And I really, really appreciate you pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. And anybody listening that does suffer with any neurodiversity would find this outside comfort zone. So I commend you for being able to talk.
Thank you very much.
As you are, because it's not easy. But if you were to compare yourself with you and a few years ago, in terms of where you are now, what your skincare journey is like, what your skin is like, tell me the difference between you now and you at 15.
Definitely more confident now. 100%.
I can see that.
Yeah. I think if you asked me to do this, then I would have been like, ooh, no.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me. Never want to do that. Never want to be in front of a camera.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I did all that modeling when I was younger.
Yeah.
My skin is sort of, what's the right term? Like evened out. I'm definitely not having as many flares, and I'm like, it's just sort of steady at the moment. Now, well, for the past year or so, I've had the exact same skincare routine. So it's not changing as much.
Yeah.
I was your little guinea pig whenever you asked me to try and try new products and stuff, and my skin would be all over the place from trying all these different products. But it's definitely better. It's better now, and I'm definitely more confident, and hopefully you can see that I am, and my skin's
absolutely in abundance better. For sure. You are more confident in every aspect, and I'm seeing you turn into this gorgeous young man with great values, a great moral compass sometimes, most of the time. But no, it's nice to know that you feel more confident and that you're taking control. I think that's a big word actually in this industry for sure, about being empowered and taking control of your skin journey, your skin health, understanding and being more conscious, more awake about what you are doing daily to be able to affect your skin, your health, there are still some choices that you need to improve, but we'll go one step at a time. Okay, I'm going to ask you just a few, I think this is just a bit of a fun few questions. Is there a favorite? This is a quick fire round. Is there a favorite skincare product that you secretly love, or that's a guilty pleasure that you go, or not? Or do you just, I secretly love a pep talk, all right? I love a mask, or it's a peel for me, or what?
Probably pep talk.
Is it?
Yeah, probably. I did one the other day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, for the first time in ages.
It's the thing, because it takes some time. You have to paint it on, and it's a moment.
That's the thing. I can sort of never really be bothered to take the time. I mean, you leave it on for 10 minutes, but it's the putting it on. Oh, sorry, putting it on and washing it off is the annoying part.
Yeah, but it's the doing, the taking the time, but it's important that you do. Is there an ingredient that you feel that you never wished ever touched your face again? If you were don't bring that near my face.
No, not really. I feel like
limecycline did something weird to you though, didn't it?
Oh, which one was that?
That was the antibiotic that you were...
Yes, that. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. It's like what was it, like an off-brand Accutane? No,
limecycline is a drug that we use, an antibiotic that we use to control acne orally.
Right. That gave me heart problems and even worse skin. So yeah.
We think, okay.
Well, it definitely was the heart issue.
Pounding heart.
Yeah.
What one last takeaway then? Because again, I know how you've done amazing. But what would you say that you wished people understood about skin and autism?
It's very important that you pay attention very closely to what you're putting on your face.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to go back to the sensory stuff again, but like it might feel fine in your hands and then odd on your face.
Yeah.
Or fine on your face and odd in your hands.
Yeah.
So it's like potentially, if you know the product's really good for you, it's like potentially trying to maybe get used to that new feeling, paying more attention to the more up and coming brands than the L'Oreal's and that's the only one I can name.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Do more research.
Love that.
Do more
Love
research
that.
into the smaller brands that maybe suit you better, and also experiment. Try loads of different things until you find the best thing that works for you, which is for both.
I love that. You
skincare
know
and
what a
autism.
really common Reddit prompt is?
Go on.
I have acne, I'm autistic, every routine feels overwhelming. Where do I even start? Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, definitely.
People are asking the question.
Where do I start?
Where do I start? It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
Because we get taught that you have to have an X number of step routine.
Well, there's so much of everything, even for somebody that is neurotypical. I mean, luckily, I never really had to do the whole research thing because of you. But
Perks.
but like, I can see how it's very, very like, holy shit.
Yeah.
There's so much
here.
There's so much. There's so many different products that do one thing.
Yes.
Which one do I choose? How do I know which one to choose?
Absolutely.
And it's like that for everything.
Everything and everyone.
Yeah.
I get that. You know, another Reddit prompt is my teenage son won't even look in the mirror. What can I do? I mean, that's just horrid and awful. And, you know, for a mother, and I now realize that you were there at one point.
Yeah.
You were there. And, you know, I feel guilty because I wasn't, because I didn't know it was as bad as that. And I feel like I have been there for you on loads of other things. And we've got there now. And we can't think backwards. We have to think now, and we've got there, and our relationship is stronger than ever.
Absolutely.
And I thank you every day for being you. Thank you so much, Ollie. I hope you've felt a little out of your comfort zone, but that's pushed you a bit. I think it's a good space to be.
Yeah.
Personal growth and all that. But no, thank you so much for joining me.
You're very
today.
welcome. Hopefully I can be back. Maybe.
I would love you to come back.
Yeah.
Come back.
Maybe
we'll do it again.
for a season 2 episode.
Season 2. This is exciting. But please come back.
Absolutely.
I would love to hear more about you and where you are now. You know, where you're going to be with your work journey as well.
Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. Maybe for next time.
Yeah. Thanks, Ollie.
You're very welcome.
I love you, darling.
Love you too.
That's it for today's Barefaced Chat. Thank you so much for listening. If you've loved this conversation, make sure you follow, rate, and share. It really helps more people find us and join the conversation. I'll be back next week with another honest, unfiltered chat. Because skin isn't just skin. It's your story, and I'm here for it.